Okay, guys, we should be live now.
I have a feeling that my face coloring with my background.
Okay, guys, we should be live now. Should we let all the students in? And then should we let the students in now? Because it's
Yes, of course. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yep.
All right, we have some joining now. All right. Nice to see a lot of people joining at the time. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All right, let's just give a few more minutes before we start. Feel free to mute your mic, but if you would like to leave your camera on for any engagement purposes, that'll also be great. If not, it's totally fine. Right. Well, so for those who are already in the chat, feel free to let us know which country you're from. We'd love to know more about you. You can leave it in the chat. Mhm. Great. How's everyone doing? Where is everyone joining from today? We would love to know more about you. Right now, I'm based in Bangkok, Thailand. I don't know if anyone here is in Bangkok with me. If not, and the rest of my team are all based in Vietnam. Where else are you guys based in? Oh, wow. We have, okay, quite a few. Perfect. Let's give it another 2 more minutes before we get started on the info session. For those who have already joined, thank you so much. We appreciate your patience. We'll be starting very shortly. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh, from the Philippines. I love Filipino food. Thank you so much for joining, Angela. Anyone else want to share where they're from? Alrighty, now just a minute. Oh, from Netherlands. Nice. It's really beautiful. Wonderful. All right, so now that we're 5 minutes in, I think we're gonna get started, and whoever joins a little bit later, I hope they can still tune in. So thank you so much for everyone who is already in the call. As mentioned, feel free to leave your cameras on or off. We can save any questions that you have towards the end. We'll be very happy to answer them. But for now, huge welcome to the info session. My name is Yanin. I'm the admissions manager at CRCC Asia. I also have my beautiful colleagues from the admissions team, Bin and Chang. We also have Cho, who is our business development manager, and Van, who's our head of operations. And you'll be hearing and seeing them throughout the session today. So let's get started. All right, so for today's agenda, we have quite a bit for you today, but very exciting. We're actually going to be showing you a lot of tips and tricks on how to nail and secure an interview and internship in international organizations. Specifically for this session, we're going to do a focus on Seoul. And of course, we hope to have more of these upcoming sessions with you guys for other destinations too, so stay tuned. We're also going to go through how our placement process works. And of course, at the very end, guys, there is a huge giveaway. So please stay tuned for the very end. Tune in. A very good tip is to please pay close attention to what we're saying, and that will really help you towards the end. And of course, a Q&A session if you have any questions for us. Let's get started. Perfect. So you can actually definitely trust us at what we do here. We really are the experts, as we've been running for over 16 years, guys. And we are a comprehensive and robust internship model with thousands of partners worldwide, offering over 18 career fields for each program. We actually have very good claims, high international credibility, and we are the world's leading internship provider in Asia. We've hosted over 11,000 alumni in various programs offerings, and our process is actually very simple. On the right here, you can see how you can apply with us. You can just select your internship preferences, such as your destination out of our 7 very exciting locations. You can actually select up to 3 different career fields. So that really leaves the door open to you if you're still deciding on what you want to do or if you want to keep your options open. Up next, you'll have an advising call, a personalized call with our admissions advisors, going over your preferences, your goals, and your program benefits. Up next, you'll be doing interviews, which don't worry, we will help you prepare for, even in this call right here. So you'll be prepared and we'll be doing international interviews. And last but not least, of course, you are guaranteed an international internship in an English-speaking company. And here's just a snapshot of some of our university partners worldwide, just to give you an idea of our partners and the numerous and very diverse students that you'll get to encounter during your program. All right, so now I'm going to pass the mic over to Trang, who will go over how to adapt to international cultural settings.
Thank you, Yanin. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming to the info session today. My name is Jang, and I'm so happy to, go through with some points and some hacks to internship and your daily life in South Korea. So as you guys already know, Korea is one of the most homogeneous countries in the world, both racially and linguistically. So it had its own culture, language, dress, and cuisine, separate and distinct from its neighboring countries. So hard work and modesty are characteristics esteemed by Koreans. As the capital of South Korea, Seoul has gained global recognition for its advancements in technology, innovation, semiconductors, and urban infrastructure. In this section, we would like to share some helpful insights about the work culture in this dynamic city of Seoul, South Korea. Now let's explore some essential tips for navigating your internships in Seoul, South Korea. One fact about Korea is that they tend to have high opinions on hierarchy. That means you should demonstrate respect for all individuals, especially those who are more seniors than you. While direct communications is valued, avoid criticizing or negatively questioning your superiors publicly. Next, punctuality is important in any workplace, especially when you're interviewing for international companies. So carefully review your scheduled interview time to account for any time zone differences. And if you have any questions or concerns about the time zone, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. And the average commute time in Seoul by public transportation, which is gonna use a lot for the time you're being in Seoul, is approximately 40 minutes. So please plan your travel accordingly to avoid any unnecessary delays. During your internship, it's very likely that you will be assigned for a team project. So be a team member and contribute to the success of a team is highly encouraged. Collaborate with colleagues and even other interns and seek their input. The Seoul internship market is unfortunately highly competitive with a large pool of both Koreans and international interns seeking for limited positions. Korean companies have strict hiring processes, making it quite challenging to secure an internship, even for qualified candidates. The internship environment in Seoul can be intense with high expectations and fast-paced work culture. That being said, preparation for the interview must be approached with caution, professionalism, and diligence. We will discuss more about it later in the info session today. At CRCC Asia, we place interns in international companies that value diversity and cultural exchange. These companies are known for their open-mindedness and English-friendly working environment. However, you are recommended to learn basic Korean phrases to communicate with your colleagues or use translation tools when necessary. So be patient and understanding when dealing with language barriers as well. So that was some tips for the interview for the internship in South Korea. Now we're going to more hacks of outside of business. Korean business culture often involves sharing personal information. So be prepared to discuss details such as blood type, MBTI personality type, age, marital status, and even family background. These questions are typically viewed as a sign of interest and respect. For many office workers, grabbing a cup of coffee during their lunch hour has become a part of their daily routine. They go to a cafe not only for a drink, but to enjoy the moments of leisure where they sit together for a chat with a coffee cup in hand. In Korean society, 회식 is a popular type of gathering and refers to a group of people getting together to eat and drink. It has been established as a subculture of an organization or enterprise. In Korean corporate culture, 회식, which has been a long-standing tradition, usually take place after working hours. Even though going out after working hours is a good opportunity for networking and team bonding, it is only encouraged if you feel comfortable doing so, so not 100% compulsory. And talking about dining, do not pour your own drinks, but do offer to pour for others. It is going to be more polite to pass or accept food or drink always with your right hand, while your left hand supports your forearm or wrist, or you can just simply pass it on with two hands. And Koreans find tipping quite offensive, although tipping is now becoming expected in Western hotels. So if there's a sign saying do not tip, please don't do so. And as mentioned before, Korean culture is generally emphasize the importance of hierarchy. So you should address a Korean with Mr., Mrs., or Miss plus their family name. So for example, it could be Mr. Lee or Lee 선생님, which means teacher Lee. In Korea, please always stand on the right and let people on the left go up the escalator. And similar to Japan, lining up is really common here. And especially do not cross when the pedestrian light is red and do not jaywalk. Not only because 98% of Koreans do not jaywalk, but for your own safety as well. And last but not least, smoking is strictly prohibited in all non-designated areas so as to not importunate pedestrians. Koreans are very sensitive to smoking, so please strictly adhere to this rule. And next, I want to pass on to Bin, who will go over some important details of the info session today.
Thank you so much, Sean. That very helpful and informative information about South Korean work culture. For in my part, I would like to give you a detailed guide of how to ace your interview. So, all right. So as an intern, preparing to embark on a transformative journey abroad, understanding the company you'll be working with is a crucial step towards success. We will explore the importance of researching the company and understanding its work culture before you even apply. Please keep in mind that your work culture may be different between companies in different countries and regions. First, you need to conduct thoroughly company research before applying to maximize your internship experience. Secondly, by carefully analyzing the job description, you can make informed decisions about whether the internship aligns with your career goals and also your passion. Third, knowing specific detail about the company allows you to tailor your interview response and demonstrate genuine interest. And lastly, understanding the company work cultures helps you determine if it aligns with your values and work style, ensuring a positive internship experience overall. Now that we recognize the value of company research, let's dive into practical strategy to gather essential information because understanding the company and its work culture is equally important as grabbing the official information. First, begin your research by thoroughly exploring the company official website to gain a comprehensive understanding of its mission, values, history, and recent development. Secondly, to get insight into the company online brand and engagement with its audience, carefully examine its presence on social media platform, such as LinkedIn, Facebook, anything you can find, and engage with their content to understand their tone, messaging, and the level of engagement with the followers. Third, to gain valuable insight into the internship experience from the perspective of previous interns, explore online platform and review website to find employees' testimonial. For CRCC Asia, you can check our own website to find testimonial from our past intern and get a first-hand account for their experiences. And lastly, actively participate in webinars, virtual events, or workshops hosted by the company. These events provide opportunities to learn firsthand about the company cultures, value, and the employee experiences. For the next part, self-awareness is a fundamental aspect of a successful job research. By understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and career goals, you can increase your chances of finding a fulfilling and rewarding job. First, you need to identify and articulate your strengths. Self-assessment. By conduct a thorough self-evaluation to identify your key strengths and areas for improvement. You also can gather feedback from colleagues, mentors, and also others to gain external perspective on your skill and ability. And of course, you can always utilize online assessment. Consider taking an online assessment to identify your strengths and weaknesses in specific area. Next, it's important to identify and tackle your weaknesses. First of all, again, we need to do some self-reflection here. So you can conduct a thorough self-evaluation to identify your weaknesses and areas for improvement. Next, again, you need to seek feedback. So you can gather feedback from colleagues, mentor, and again, others to gain external perspective on your skill and ability. And the last thing you need to do is continuous learning. So actively seeking opportunities for professional development to address your weaknesses and enhance your skill. This can include taking courses, attending workshops, or seeking mentorship. Lastly, you need to set clear and achievable career goals. Long-term vision, so you can develop a long-term career vision that align with your passion and aspiration. You also need to set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals to guide your career development. And you can also align your goal with CRCC Asia key learning objective that we mentioned before to integrate, our 5 key learning objective into your career goal to ensure a well-rounded and impactful internship experience. All right, and to help you prepare for the interview, here are some important interview tips that we would like to offer you. So normally, the interview will be done online via Google Meet, Zoom, or Skype, etc. So I would suggest you to sign a bit earlier than the interview time, around 5 to 10 minutes. This will allow you to tweak settings beforehand, like testing the video and camera before joining the meeting to ensure the camera is at the right angle and the lighting is not too bright nor too dark. That being said, please be ready with a plan B. If any technical problems can be overcome, rather have a chat on the phone than a huge delay, distorted voices, or a frozen video. You can also actively listen to what your interviewer is saying and don't get distracted by people entering or leaving the room. On a side note, please close on the program to stop notification and alert from coming through. And on the interview you may have done, you need to research the company before the meeting, as we mentioned above. This also prepares you to answer one of the most common interview questions. What do you know about the company? For example, you can connect the company line of business or values, way of doing things to your own experience, training skill, and also personal values. And of course, you need to make notes and use them, but of course, not the obvious way if you think you need them. You can always change your profile name and use a professional profile picture upon logging in to your interview. And this is the first impression an interviewers will be getting from you. So don't forget to dress appropriately. And do you know that nonverbal cue make up over 70% of communication? Our body language speaks volumes and influence on how others perceive us. For example, you can use natural and open hand gesture to emphasize point while speaking. Maintain a warm and friendly facial expression to show engagement and interest. Nod occasionally to show that you are attentive and engaged in the conversation. And lastly, don't forget to smile. And don't hesitate to tell your interviewer upfront that this is the first time you're doing a video interview. That would help break the ice a little bit. And also, most interviewer will be very understanding and inclined to cut you some slack if you seem uncomfortable. All right, for the next part, I would like to pass the mic to Joe, our business development manager, about our placement process. Thank you.
Thank you, Wing Chang and Yanin from our admissions team for very informative sections. And from our Mam Chao, and I'm currently business development manager at CRCC Asia. And as a member representative business development team, we will handle of your placement process and how to secure your internship in Asia and your chosen locations. So how will our placement process work? Usually, we will starting the scanning process around 6 to 8 weeks before your arrival. So this is early engagement allow us to better screening your resume, what have been showing on your prior experience, your major, your personal interest, and also assist you in creating an introductory video that can help you be expressing yourself and outstanding in your application to host company. And based on your experience and your interest, our team will send your profile to suitable host company within your career field chosen. So as Yanin has mentioned, while you apply to our program, you'll be able to choose your three career fields, and we will guarantee that your internship will fall within one of your three chosen career field and will be related to your past experience, your major, your personal interest. And around 4 to 6 weeks before your arrival, we will conducting the interview with a suitable host company who show interest in interviewing you. Please kindly note that the interview process can be various and different in different companies or different cultures. It can either you be assigning some performance tasks before the interviews, or there will be some company doing at least like take 2 rounds of interview with the HR or the directors of the companies. It will totally depends on the company recruiting process. And it's very important for you during the timeline to monitor your email during the timeline manner in order to not losing any opportunities. And once the interview has been conducted, it will be the time that your placement will be confirmed that will guarantee your internship offers. So how will our team scanning your CVs and matchings with your suitable host company will based on many criteria. Firstly, from the students, we will base on your resume, portfolio, your 3 career chosen, and your past experience and projects that can ensure you to align best with what is current available at the host company during that specific period. And thanks to our admission teams, you guys will also have the advising call, which will be more details on your preference, on how the placement will you prefer to be, what skill you expect to develop, that we will align that to what the companies can offer. We'll base on the company's profile, their sectors, the job description, or some roles that are currently available, and matching with some roles requirement like language skill or technical skill that can align to your profile, and ensure that it can be like a most valuable alignment from both the student and the host company. So this how is gonna be how our placement process will work, that we guarantee your internship will be fall within one of your 3 chosen field and also can help for your career path. So yeah, and until the next part, I will pass this on to Chang from admission teams.
Thank you, Joe, so much for like your very detailed guides on how's the placement process work and what's going to be like criteria for us to match students with host companies. So now we're just gonna, on the screen right now is all the locations that we are offering for our internship programs right now. When you guys signing up, I can tell that a lot of you guys are interested in Tokyo, but don't forget we also have a lot of other amazing cities. And especially Bangkok and Shanghai is the 2 new locations that we opened for 2024 and 2025. On the left screen is the full internship programs option. I want to go through a few high points of what is included in these programs. First, as John mentioned before, you will receive a guaranteed internship placement within your 3 chosen sectors. You also have airport pickup from our program teams on your program start dates and the culture orientation or induction day on the next day. And you also have high quality service accommodation with fantastic amenities. You also have welcome pack that have really local items and travel card as well. And when you're joining the program with full internship programs, you also get a chance to attend in the weekly events. It could be on the weekends or on weekdays, but that will cover all the business, culture, and communities as well. And besides the full internship programs, we also offer a more affordable and flexible placement-only programs. and 2 weeks travel and cultural immersion called short-term programs. One special thing I want to tell you guys is that the pop culture short-term programs deadline is actually closing soon. So if you guys any interested in that pop culture programs in South Korea and Japan, you guys can have a look into our website or simply emails your admission advisor for like more details on like the applications. And as mentioned in the previous slide, we're also offering programs for participants who want to learn more about the culture and career perspective in just 2 weeks' time. Especially for everyone who are attending the info session today, you are one of the first people who got introduced to new short-term programs, ranging from sustainability adventure in Thailand, sports and game development in Seoul and Japan, to the top-tier culinary immersion in Asia. We believe you will gain a comprehensive understanding of your career choices or interest in at least one of those programs on the screen right now. So please follow CRCC Asia's social media and stay tuned for the upcoming information. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pass the mic back to Yanin, our admission advisor, for like the most exciting part of the info session today.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. I know you've heard a lot of great things from our team today, and we have so much more in store for you. So please do stay tuned to all of our networks. For this part of the info session, I would love to present to you an amazing, fun activity that we're going to do that will give you a very impressive giveaway. So let's get into it. All right, so I hope you've all been tuning into the whole info session because it's about to get intense. How this is going to work is that we're going to be asking you 3 questions, all right? And how to answer them, you can reply in the Zoom chat box. For example, I will type here, answer here, all right? So just like that. We'll ask you one by one, and the winner will be the ones that get the most correct and the quickest. All right, guys, we're going to move very quickly. So pay attention and answer very quickly. You can actually win up to $300 of discount. So yeah, try your best. All right, this is going to be fun. All right, let's go. So for the first question, can anyone please let me know 3 interview tips that you've learned from this session today? 3 interview tips that we've given you today from this session. Let's see if anyone paid attention today. Anyone? 3 interview tips. Does anyone remember what we went through today? $300 is up. Anyone? Does anyone remember? Come on, guys, I know you got this. What were 3 things that you can recall that you should prepare for interviews? We've given you so many today. Or if you're not comfortable typing, you can also unmute your mic and let us know. Oh, do your research on the company. Oh, I think okay, we're starting to get someone. Do your research on the company, be respectful, be punctual. All right, I think we may. Anyone else? Final call. Final call for this question. All right. Know your resume. All right. Be efficient, collaborate, respectful. Exactly, guys. Great job. Okay. Anyone else? Giving you 5 seconds. 5, 4, Remove distractions where proper fit for interview. Oh, wow. So many. Okay, correct. I think that's the cutoff for this question, guys. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your participation in the first question. We've noted down those who have gotten the most correct within the quickest times. Now let's move on to the next one. All right, so the other question is, aside from international internship programs, what other programs do CRCC Asia offer? Let's see if you guys remember. Aside from internship programs, what other programs? They're fun. They're very, very diverse. We introduced them not too long ago, a couple slides ago. Very exciting. A very new soft launch even. Did anyone pay attention? What are those programs called? Let's see. Aside from internship programs, we actually offer a very fun, condensed, immersive, cultural impact program that digs deep into specific career fields too. Pop culture program. Okay, that's one of them. That's one of them. Thank you. Anyone else? Mina is on fire. Does anyone else want to go? What other programs do we have, guys, aside from internship programs? We really want to give you these discounts. So STP programs. Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness. Yes. Great job. Okay, final cut. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for joining for this one. Food program, food sustainability. Yep, we all have all of those. We have programs in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Japan, Korea, guys. They're all super fun. Please feel free to visit them. They're very unique from our internship programs and very unique to our company as a whole. So please do check them out. And last call, guys. This is your final chance to win a discount, okay? We will be emailing you these discounts and how to access them, how to make use of them as soon as this session is over. So please do participate. Last question, let's go. How many career fields can you select for our internship programs? How many career fields can you select for our internship programs? Does anyone remember? We're very, very kind and open to this because we want the best for your experience and keep your doors open, very broad. How many career fields can you choose up to for our internship programs? Anyone remember? 16? Oh my goodness. How many internship programs are you doing? Yes, that's actually really, really good guess, but not so close. Does anyone else have an idea? Oh, I see. I may perhaps maybe the question is not so clear. My apologies. Oh, I think someone got it. 3. All right, so let me do explain for this one. For those of you who answered 16 or 18, I think you're referring to how many career fields we offer, which is correct. We do offer over 18 career fields in different destinations. So that is quite a lot. And thank you for tuning in that part. However, for the career fields that you can choose to apply to for your internship programs, we can actually choose up to 3 different fields and you're guaranteed an internship in one of those 3. All right. Thank you so much. AA team, do you think we have the winners for each one already? Do we need any additional information from them? I think Tina, Angela, and Vin participated. Oh, Teresa as well. Did anyone keep track and so we can ask for their information, please? All right, so who got the first answer correct?
I think both Shreya and Nina and Teresa also have
Yeah, it was a
the
tie,
correct
right?
answer. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Teresa. All right, I'll be asking for your guys' email individually. So for the winners, I'll be messaging you as of right now to ask for your email so that we can provide you with the details on how to claim your prize. Just a second, guys. Perfect. All right, so that should be good. We can move on to the next slide while I reach out to the other participants. Thank you so much for participating in our game.
All right, thank you so much, Yan, in a very fun and interactive game, and congratulations on the winners. All right, for this part, I would like to mention that if you already have submitted your application, so it's time to schedule an advising calls. But however, if you haven't applied, you can click on our website to apply for our program. And your CRCC Asia admission advisor will be able, during your advising call, they'll be able to discuss your internship interests, provide example tasks that previous intern have done in your chosen career field, review the program inclusion, and prepare for your what is next step. So if you're unsure who is your admission advisor is, please feel free to email admissions@cccasia.com for further information. All right, so we still have a few minutes left. So the next section is going to be a Q&A. So please feel free to ask us any question by speaking or typing in the chat. And just a quick reminder that at CC Asia, we have our program start date on year round. And the next available date for 2024 will be November 14 and December 12. So guys, now it's time. If you have any question, concern, please feel free to type in or unmute your mic. Thank you.
Hi, I have a question. So I'm from Oregon, and if I do want to intern in South Korea, I just kind of wanted to know what the top internship sectors would be.
Hello, thank you so much for joining the info session today, and thank you for your questions. So in Seoul, we have a lot of available placement in marketing, business, and even in computer science and IT as well. But it will be depending on your profile. So because some companies, tech company, have really specific technologies or software experience requirements. So if you have some experience in that, please feel free to update to your resume, or even when you apply to your admission advisor, please let us know so we can advising you in finding the good career choice for you. Thank you.
Can I quickly follow up on that as well? So you mentioned that we can schedule an advising call. So I was just wondering, in the advising call, do we get some sort of support for a resume or something if we want to make it better? Is there something you can provide for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So technically, after this info session, I would suggest you to go into our website and then submit your application if you haven't already done so. So you will be requested to fill in some personal information and submit your resume as well. So then an admission advisor will contact you shortly to schedule an advising call. And then on the call, we will discuss more about your experience, your placement interest as well, and then give you some advice on what would be a better choice for based on your experience and stuff. And then of course about the program's benefits of the locations and the program's type that you selected. But yeah, that's a very good question.
Thank you.
No worries. Does anybody else have any other questions? Please feel free to just raise your hand or speak up.
Hi, I believe there's a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah. So ask, what companies in Japan do you recommend for internships in culinary hospitalities industry? So thanks, Angela, for the questions. So usually in the hospitalities and culinary fields in Japan we're having right now is mostly related to like sales for co-working spaces, or the roles would be in like business developments or even like marketing or content creation as well. Unfortunately, right now for the portfolios we're having doesn't have much in culinary. However, if you're interested in like the culinary and hospitalities and like culture immersion in general, I recommend you to look into our food short-term programs that we are gonna offer next year. You can see more details on our website, but I will put in the names of the short-term programs in the chat box for you.
Oh, there we have a question from Mina as well. Are there other countries I can do internships in other than Korea and Japan? Of course, we have like 7 destinations, right, guys? So many, so many. I think we can refer back to that slide as well if you'd like to know more. We also offer short-term programs that we mentioned earlier if you are interested in that, in all of the destinations that we showed in our slides as well. Tokyo, Kansai region, Seoul, Ho Chi Minh, Mumbai, Bangkok, and Shanghai.
Yeah, and I think it's just a quick thing I would like to ask, added on Mina. A question is that like if you're unsure about which location would be a good fit for you, also schedule an advising call, because our mission advisor, and also with our business development team at the expert, we know the strength of each different cities and country. So you can actually submit your application, we can scan through your resume quickly, and then we can help you and advise you on which country, which destination will be best fit for you as well. Right? Yeah.
Exactly. As Ben said, if you're still unsure as to what destination to choose, feel free to have an advising call with us. We'll help guide you to the correct one according to your preferences, your skills, and everything. You're very welcome. All right, final call for questions. Do we have any other questions? Last call. All right. So if that's it, as Ben has mentioned earlier, if you have any other further questions, please feel free to reach out to us. An advising call is always available to you at your disposal, at your convenience. One of our advisors will be reaching out to you as soon as you sign up with us. So that will be it for today's info session. I hope you got a lot out of it, learned a lot from it as well, and we'll be sure to have more of these sessions in the near future. So please stay tuned. You can also let us know if you're interested in learning more or any topics that you want us to cover that may help you in the future. We're very happy to accommodate that. Thank you so much for joining, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.